Hello, welcome everyone to another weekly live animal totem reading with myself, Roy B. I hope you've had a good week, and this will be my last live for the next couple of weeks because luckily for me, I'm heading overseas for some rest and relaxation and some scouting out for future retreat locations in the beautiful, amazing locations of Bali. Bali has its own wonderful array of animals and spiders and insects and all kinds of things like that. So, hi Tacey, lovely of you to join me as usual. And so Bali is there's an area in Bali quite famous for its monkeys. So today's hashtag is monkey, hashtag monkey. So if you'd like a personal reading for the week, then hashtag monkey. And it's in the beautiful forest of Ubud in the northern part of Bali, which is where I'll be heading to. So I'm looking forward to that. But this time next week, I'll be on an airplane, which is why there won't be a live. And now I may well be doing a live from Bali, but depends on my schedule and what else I'm doing. So what's been happening this week? Well, we've been through the winter solstice here in Australia. So if you're Northern Hemisphere, you'll be in the summer solstice. So you'll have had your longest day of the year. We've had our shortest. And the sun in the sky is now changing its trajectory as per normal for what it does each year. We've also had a full moon recently as well, which obviously happens once a month, 13 times a year. And I'm just a bit chilled today, so excuse the pauses and not sure where to say. I'm just waiting to tune in, allowing the intuitive guidance to drop through. I was going to talk something about the winter solstice. It just means we're halfway through the year already. So, 2024 is already, half of it's already done and down. While I'm away, I'll also be celebrating my 52nd year around the sun, which is another reason why I'm traveling away, is to celebrate that with myself and my partner, Aida. It's her big birthday as well, so a joint birthday celebration. Anyway, moving on. That's about it, really. It's I often find leading up to my birthday that my schedule just quietens down a little bit. It's almost like that's my death cycle, life, death, and rebirth. Which we always do. So interesting times. So again, this week I shall be working with my deck, the one that I co-created with Sunny May's Designs. She's currently now creating the imagery for a tarot deck. So that's all very interesting. Similar artworks. There's a consistent theme there. So let's see who we've got for this week. Let's see who starts. Hope you've all had a great week. Hello, Adele. Grand Rising Beloved. Hello, my beloved. And if you also look, there's always a little bit of work going on. There is a new logo. Last week there was a new logo, and this week there's another new logo. So this one I actually prefer. When you're tweaking logos, don't ever settle for the last thing that you do. Just wait till your intuition or your guide, and your inner energy just says, yeah, that's definitely the one. That's going to be it for a while. But the running theme of the stag is still there. This one's just a bit more golden. So as we're shuffling, right, let's get into it. Let's see what energies we've got for today. Let's see which animal joins us for this day. I'll put it back in the deck because it goes to the top, and I was just shuffling in general. I'll put it back to the deck. Shuffle again, and it came to the top. It's like the universe going, no, that's one we said. It is octopus. So continue. I definitely know octopus turned up last week. So that continuation of the infinite. Now, interestingly enough, I'm reading a book at the moment called The Colour of Magic, and a big running, it's by Terry Pratchett, part of the very, very first book of the Discworld series. And a running theme in that at the moment is magic is the colour octarine, and wizards in this book don't like the number 8. It's like an unlucky number for them. Anyway, I don't feel that's the case, but I'm just being shown that infinity sign. So it's, I feel this is a day of marvel and wonder that this gigantic organism that you're part of, the universe, that you're needed in it so that it works. Know that you're an integral part of the universe, not just your life. You're an integral part of the greater. So as above, so below. And I feel it's more just honor who you are today and the power that you command of the universe, because we can co-create with the universe, this infinite thing, that our inner tuition, our inner guidance is the connection piece, is the plug-in code, is the app. Our inner intuition is the app for the universe. And we can feel planetary shifts, even though they're millions and millions of miles away. Energy just transfers across physical things. We're technically 99.99999999999% space. Every atom is made up of barely any physical matter. So focusing on that space, not emptiness, space, focusing on that, we are therefore 99.999999999% energy, which means we're 99.99999% universe. And our tentacles, our ability to tune into all areas is what we honor today. Wow, that was a really, really big reading. That was massive for the start. I'm not supposed to be chilling now. And Tuesday, that's today. Wednesday, the scarab beetle. I loved, when I did the description for this, I just loved where it went to. So the scarab beetle, interesting enough, is talking about the sun and the winter solstice. They follow the cycles of the sun. They're flesh-eating beetles as well. They're in the Mummy and the horror films, that they're the beetles that eat people. But that's obviously Hollywood and fantasy. But the solar energy they connect with in regards to, they're a very powerful symbology in the Egyptian mythology and the pyramids and all the gods. So tomorrow, this is about, I would say, it's just about getting out in the sunshine, honoring Ra for the day, Ra, the Egyptian sun god, and knowing that we're also solar beings. I'm talking about as being universal beings. We're also solar beings. We can transmute light into vitamin D, which is an incredible piece of kit that we have in our body, that we can transmute sunlight into a completely different thing, extract out of light. And that's kind of what manifesting is. It's extracting the light out of energy and transmute it into physical matter. Alchemy, turning the turning the lead into gold almost, but this way we turn gold into lead, really. That we turn light into heavy matter. So get out in the sunshine, honor the god Ra, and be at one with that side of things. And and unless you're a vegan and that, maybe get a bit of meat in your diet tomorrow. If you're that kind of way inclined, if that is part of your diet still, and you haven't had any for a few days. Okay, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have the bee. So again, it's more solar energy, that golden honey. And honey is also very linked with Egypt. I think when they was discovering the tombs and that, they actually found a jar of honey and it hadn't spoiled, and that's how they knew that honey just is an infinite source of food. It's the only, or one of the very, if not one of the very few foods in the world that doesn't spoil. And that's just an incredible thing, that bees create something that's infinite, which already links us back to the octopus and this infinite energy that's with us at the moment. It's as though the universe is speaking to us this week. They zoom around, they collect the pollen, and they turn that pollen into honey. Incredible. And honey is it's definitely one of the superfoods. It's antiseptic. It does all kinds of amazing things and can be used in amazing ways. So versatile and so healing. This is a remembrance that we're also versatile, that we can heal till the day we pass. The human body is one of the human body's purposes to heal heal every day. It repairs itself. That's its job. So remember that. So if you've got anything going on in your body, just remind your body that it has the ability to repair itself and heal. You've just got to remind it of that. Because more often than not, we remind it that it's sick or that it's broken. And that's what we focus on. We focus on the aches and pains rather than focusing on the body being able to repair itself. So that's a reminder, spoonful of honey. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. I was actually born on a Thursday. Friday, we have the wolf. So the energy of this came through really quickly. It's almost like Friday. Decide whether you want to be part of the pack or if you want to run your own. And I feel like wake up and really tune into your natural instincts, your natural behavior. But imagine yourself to be a wolf and go, right, am I leading the pack today or am I doing some solo stuff? And honor that. So if you get the solo stuff and you're supposed to catch up with friends, then just say, look, yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to rain check that. But if you're going to spend a day on your own and you're going to sense hang out with people, then reach out and organize or, join in some event. And it's interestingly enough that on the bottom of the deck is the dog, which is the domesticated wolf. And I feel this is about, make sure you remember to step into your wild side. That, a dog at any moment can be the wolf and can lose its temper and can snarl and can howl and basically that wild side of us is never lost just because we're doing things in a domestic environment. We've still got that ability to break out of that and be the wolf for the day and go after what we want in life. So in other words, don't just always be the doormat, or this is a day to honor your power, really. And whether that's in a crowd setting or whether a solo setting, it's be the wolf. Because most of the time we are the dog, we are the domesticated human. And we do what we need to do to get through the day, cook and clean and all of those things. But just remember, we can also be the wild one as well. So Friday is about breaking free a little bit, ready for the weekend. So Saturday, so it's just that's the dog. So Saturday is just about getting back into that routine, have that day of breaking out of it, and then just remember that with that flow, with the infinite, what comes around goes around. So you can break out of that routine, but you can also slip back into that routine, and that's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Routine, we need framework, because without framework there's chaos, and we can't operate in chaos. The universe is not chaotic. It has frameworks. It has galaxies and nebulas and solar systems and planets and meteor belts and all the manner of things and moons. There's structure everywhere throughout the universe. As much as they say the universe is never ending, it still has a boundary that's just expanding. So just remember that if you don't have that routine of keeping your house tidy, or if you're still in the 9-to-5 regime. I work for myself, but I still have a set day. And yes, it's a hell of a lot more flexible. However, there's still a framework. So remember, you honor your framework on Saturday as well. And more often than not, we go and do our chores on a Saturday. We do the shopping, we do the cleaning, and that's okay. That's what keeps our life ticking over. That's what gives us the opportunity to be the wolf on the Friday. So remember that routine and framework is a key component, and honor that. Our body, our skeleton is the framework. So let's see what we have on Sunday. Peacock. So there's that, it's almost like this whole week is doing this infinite loop of ebb and flow. So one day's ebb and the next day's flow. One day's ebb and the next day's flow. And Sunday, as Friday was flow and Saturday was ebb, and Sunday is show rather than flow. Show people who you are on Sunday. If you're in a group setting, just be unashamedly you. So if you're highly intuitive and you normally hold it back a bit because you worry what people are going to think, don't. It's that simple. Or if you just, if you're out on your own and you get talking to a random stranger, don't hold back. Just be you. You never know where that leads. I've tried to do that no end of times, just be a bit more tempered, and the universe always steps in, and the first sentence just goes off that way anyway. So now I just don't bother anymore. Don't give the universe the opportunity to step in and make me be me anyway. So this is about being unashamedly you on Sunday. And then Monday is I'll be excited, very excited next Monday, because I'll be packing and getting ready for Bali, and being really excited. And I get to see my son as well. He's gonna chauffeur me to the airport. And Monday is butterfly. So I don't think we've had the butterfly card out of this deck before. And this is about transformation. That whole ebb and flow. The thing is, when you look at the infinity symbol from a 2D standpoint, you see it look like that. But when you look at it from a 3D standpoint, it flips like that. And there's layer upon layer upon layer. And as it comes round again, it actually goes up. And then it comes round again and it goes up. And it comes round again and it goes up, and so on and so forth. And at that point of going up is the transformation. Sometimes we'll really experience that as a spiritual death. Sometimes we'll really experience that as a dark night of the soul. And sometimes it'll be so subtle that we won't feel it at all. And interestingly enough, we was talking about there has to be a framework for chaos. Even chaos theory has a framework. The butterfly flaps its wings and starts a storm on the other side of the planet. So there's two key components that chaos theory needs to be chaos theory. The great paradox of the universe is that in chaos, there's structure, and in structure, there's chaos. We're in a universe of duality, so where there's one, there has to be the other, the direct opposite. You know, Newton's law of physics, you know, with every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. What we give, we receive. With the universe, it just amplifies. Energy always grows. It doesn't die. It either transmutes or amplifies. So Monday is going to be a week of transformation, the start of, or the realization of one that you've been going through. So get ready. Monday is going to be a big day. This, you know, the real start into the second half of the year, really. I mean, I know we're already in that, but, you know, Monday's the 1st of July. And 1st of the 7th, and 17, which is Q, for those that are in the know of that thing. Well, that's what's jump out. Right, so that's it for the week. Now I shall see who's joined me, and we'll do the personal readings for the week. And yeah, and if you're watching and you haven't liked and subscribed to my channel, please hit the like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you do get notifications when these lives go through, and all the other things that I do, that little video, that spiritual journey series that I'm doing right now as well. There'll be another one of those up tomorrow, ready for going away. Right, so we'll get on to the first one is Carrie. I think you should join me. Come and join us. And Carrie's got the tiger. And interesting enough, I was saying about, you know, coming and joining the channel and the show. The tigers, this is about coming out of the shadows. The tiger, when it's stalking, lurks in the shadows. That's the reason for its markings of black and yellow. Because a lot of animals don't see in colour. Dogs certainly don't. So that's how they stay camouflaged because they live in the jungle. There is always a light and a dark, a light and a shadow. And so this is about coming out of the shadow side of yourself and being in the light and being that powerful force. The tiger is the biggest big cat on the planet. The Siberian tiger is the biggest big cat on the planet, which is black and white. It's not yellow, it's black and white. So it's about looking at the world in black and white rather than the grey, looking at yourself in black and white rather than the grey, and choosing, do you want to be in the light or do you want to be in the shadow? Do you want to be woe is me, or do you want to be yay is me? And trust me, when you choose yay is me more than the other one, you can transform your life very, very quickly. So honour who you are, honour that power of yourself. A bit like what was said on Monday, you know, honour that you're part of this amazing universe and that you're a key component of it. So that's Kari. Tacey, we have, let's see what we've got for you. The Crow. So straight away, first thing came was a murder of crows. So there's in the next coming week, I feel there's going to be a bit of a spiritual death coming in. So your energy is going to be a bit wobbly and you're going to feel it. I'm not sure what you do for work, but there's going to be some kind of ending around there. Whether you went for a promotion and that's not going to come in, or I feel there's a bit of a life lesson coming in for you. So just get ready for that. And always remember that the crow is not just about death. In regards to the collective noun for crows is a murder of crows. but they're also about magic. So that when the universe takes away because we've been resisting or being stubborn, it also gives back and gives us what we always need. It's not about what we want, it's about what we need. Our want is our ego. The need is what the universe says, well, actually, this is better for you, and trust us. The universe always knows what we need over what we want. The ego is not the app for the universe, the intuition is. And intuition is connected to what we need. So something's coming in that's going to give you what you need. So just surrender, accept, and then the lesson will come. And the reasons will come. So that was quite a big one for you there, Tacey. Carrie's in a women's group at 6:30. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, well, get all the women's groups to tune in. They can all tune in for something different. That'd be great. They can all tune in and give them a personalised reading for the week. Now the next was Adele. I'm sure I saw Adele. Oh yeah, there we go. Adele. #monkey. Adele. Nice of you to join us. So we have, for you, we have the cat. So interesting enough, we've had a big cat and now we have the domesticated cat. And we've had that through the weekly reads, you know, the wolf and the dog and the domesticated version. So I hope you don't mind me being blunt here, but like the woman in the card is almost like pissed off at something. And the cat's even looking at it like that as well, to go, WTF. So I don't know if there's been some quirk of fate that appears to have not gone your way of late, or you're wanting things. Actually, I feel it's like you're wanting things to change, you know, just like the little, when you have those toys with the cats and they're always pouncing and they never get it. And then they only get it when the human's bored of playing. It's kind of like the universe. The universe is playing with you at the moment, but to teach you that enjoy life. The universe doesn't always give us lessons for a hard slap around the back of the head. The universe can do that. Sometimes it just gives us lessons to teach to be playful. So I feel for you, bring a bit of play in. Life lessons can be playful too. You know, my spirit team, God bless them, they can take the piss at times. And they do sometimes give me things just to make me laugh. And I'm just like, and I am a bit like that. Like, what the fuck was that about? And they're just going, because we could. And what did you learn from it? Well, made me laugh, or whatever. But that energy of lightheartedness is always around those. So this is about being lighthearted and being playful. And when the universe is dangling a carrot in front of you and it's not quite there, it might be leading you down a road that you wouldn't normally walk down. That temptation, that carrot, but there's a reward at the end of it. But I feel it might not come in until you're playful. Be playful with the universe, and the universe is always playful. You don't have to make life lessons so hard. We don't have to be so serious. You know, as the Joker from the Christian Bale, the one that Heath Ledger played, why so serious? Lighten up is the very short version of that one. And now to my beloved. What have we got for you today? The monkey. Everybody's talking about monkeys and barley and ubud and all that lot. And it's almost like I'm just feeling like I'm getting very, very clearly Planet of the Apes, but Planet the Apes. So I feel there's a bit of research to be done about areas of ubud and the forests that we may need to visit while we're there, that's going to hold some spiritual significance for you. The animal totems are already coming in, ready to guide you while we're away. And monkeys are very adaptable. You know, they've got opposable thumbs like we've got. They can make tools. They're very intelligent. And I'm also being linked into having a chat with your black jaguar, because they are predators of monkeys. But they are, in nature, predator and prey. So they're synonymous with the ebb and flow, life, death, and rebirth. So it might be having a chat with your black panther and have her with you while you're away. This is a very, very spiritual message. Being at one with the planet, even though you're in a different location. You're probably going to end up with some very powerful downloads next week. There's never one, whenever we go anywhere, there's never just a simple reason for it. So connecting with your guides leading up to the trip. Let monkey lead the way. That's their home after all. And then finally, one for me. Who have I got this week? Oh, the mouse. That's very interesting. So the mouse, it's about doing the work behind the scenes. More often than not, you know that mice are around because you see the droppings, but you rarely see them. But they do a fantastic job. You know, they'll keep away cockroaches and all. And again, they're this great part of the circle of life, and they have a really important purpose, even when they're in the background, not appearing to do anything, but just leave crap everywhere. So I love that, Roy. Thank you for the lighten up message. Made me giggle. Excellent, excellent. So you're starting already, Adele. And thank you, darling. I appreciate you from my beloved, and I appreciate you as well. And we have an amazing relationship of honor and respect and reciprocity. So yeah, mouse is just about I can either choose to be the meek mouse or the mouse in the collective. Like when 1,000 mice get together, they're vociferous. They can clear a field, a bit like locusts in that way. They can manifest rapidly. They're like rabbits. They can multiply rapidly in the right environments. So for me, it's just about still being in the background, not to be much in the foreground, to keep doing the background work. And when it's time to come to the foreground, the manifestation will happen rapidly. So yeah. Nice and quiet time. So that's it for the week. Appreciate everybody for joining. Share this channel. And yeah, I may or may not see you next week, but there'll be a notification. So like and subscribe, hit notification bell. Thank you very much for joining me. See you next week. Maybe. Take care. Bye-bye.